Yes, crews, how you do's? Today we're going to be talking about my first ever real attempt to quit Kratom since I've started many months ago. Now, I'll give you a little bit of background, then we'll get into my kind of trip report for quitting Kratom, as you will, because I'm on the tail end of it. It happened last night, and yeah, it was an experience. So, give you some groundwork. I was taking Kratom for, I don't know, a month or two before the accident with my arm where I detached my bicep. I ruptured my bicep tendon. Now, basically, I was taking Kratom at that point. Actually, I was taking quite a lot of Kratom the day that I ruptured my bicep. And I was also taking it as a pain reliever thereafter. And I would continue to take it as a pain reliever after the operation. Instead of using like codeine, paracetamol and stuff, I'm like, let's keep it natural. Let's do this green, very astringent, bitter powder from the internet. So over this time, I worked up to using very large tablespoons. To start off with, a teaspoonful that was heaped would get me blasted. I would be like, wow, like I can feel this. This has got an effect. And then after a while, it stopped having as much of an effect. I used more and more, and I used bigger spoons to measure my doses. And yeah, after a while, I started to see some negative side effects, and I wanted to reduce my dose back down to something a little bit more manageable. So I brought it down from these big tablespoons, 3 of those a day, down to 3 teaspoons a day. And I was thinking, yeah, I've cut my dose right down. It's fine. I can quit. Yeah, whatever. Because I was seeing these negative side effects. I don't know what's going on with my sex drive. Maybe it's affecting my sex drive. I think that it's causing crazy mood problems. And yeah, that's not good at all. I think my sleep is affected as well. I think it's like I'm getting up at around 8 o'clock every morning, and I don't always go to bed at 12. So my sleep is getting reduced down and down in length. So yesterday, I decided it is my time. Today, this is my time to quit Kratom. I'm going to do it. I'm going to use something to kind of replace the neurotransmitters that have been downregulated. So this is my understanding. When you take a substance that affects you in any way, often the body has a response to maintain homeostasis, and if it's a opioid receptor in the brain, say, then the receptor will get its signal like downregulated. This receptor becomes downregulated, or there's less of the stuff that the body produces to stimulate that hormone, that receptor in the first place. So there's less of the hormone or neurosteroid or whatever that stimulates that receptor. So it takes a while for your body to realize there's not enough and to kind of kickstart the mechanisms to produce more. So if you just stop abruptly, you can run into some problems. I tried to use etifoxine. Now, this is what is it? It's like a benzo type drug, but without the kind of normal benzo, cloudy mind, like drowsy kind of side effects. Basically, we're talking about the cascade of neurosteroids. It helps take some neurosteroids into their other forms, which are needed for kind of functions in most people. This etifoxine helps surpass the rate limiting steps in this process. I was thinking, if I've got down-regulated stuff, maybe this will be a good intervention. And it was good to start off with. And then by 6 o'clock in the evening, it was not so good. I was feeling very depressed, negative. I was ruminating on like lots of things. I was kind of pretty angry. I was sweating profusely. I was hot. And I kind of was making lots of mistakes throughout the day as well. Just not focused, just all in my head. Not good. Now, the trouble really started when it got to nighttime and I was trying to sleep and there was just total insomnia. I used melatonin. I used like high doses of melatonin. I used lemon balm, valerian root, other kind of soporific agents, and nothing was helping. It was a real super sweaty, hot, uncomfortable thoughts, just not pleasant in the slightest. And yeah, at 5 in the morning, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get up. This is pointless. I'm just lying here. This is totally pointless. And I had some codeine, and this actually, the kratom stimulates the opioid receptors, and codeine is an opioid. So opiate, I don't know which one it is. Anyway, that actually gave me massive relief. I started to think, oh, the world is a nice place again, and I was able to finally get some sleep. It wasn't a very good quality sleep, but I got some sleep, and yeah, that was awesome. So I just used one tablet of codeine because I don't want to take loads of these synthetic pharmaceuticals, loads more of them, basically. Keep it, don't have too many on the go at once. So basically, today I started taking the kratom again because my cold turkey attempt obviously was not going well. I hadn't titrated my daily dose of kratom low enough to just stop abruptly, especially after I've been taking it for so many months. So today I did the sensible thing and I weighed my kratom before I consumed it. Now, this was where I got pretty shocked, right? How much of this have I been taking? So what I just did right now is I weighed one of the big tablespoonfuls that I was having a little while ago. Like, I don't know, a few weeks ago, I was having like tablespoons full of this stuff. And I was having probably 3 a day. So I think one day I even had 4. I don't know. I was not counting what I was having or measuring it. So I just did measure it, and one very heaped tablespoonful is about 18 grams or so. And I think I might have been able to fit another little bit on there. Some days I must have been going crazy and like heaped it even more than that, right? So I was having that like minimum of 3 times a day. So this is some silly amount of kratom. It's very unhealthy. My urine was getting so dark as well. It is not having good effects on my body. Definitely not in that quantity. I was getting stomach ache from having it on an empty stomach. And yeah, I was getting stomach ache when I wasn't having it as well, just as like a withdrawal type thing. So highly unpleasant. My kind of 24-hour kratom fast has meant that I can, like, I don't know, reduce the doses by over half, and I'm gonna slowly bring the dose down over time and do it properly. And from now on, I am always going to measure my kratom. And I advise anyone that's thinking of using kratom in the powder form to please weigh it accurately before you consume it, just to make sure you're not taking an insane amount like I was without even knowing it. So yeah, that was my first attempt at stopping kratom, and hopefully there will be a second attempt which will be successful in maybe a few weeks to months once I've reduced the dose down. So anyway, anyway, until next time, I will catch you later. Peace.